She is changing her vote to Bird, so go with Okosan, because I'm pretty sure we can just start out with him.
Yep.
And then we don't have to...
Yeah, she has not.
Yeah, this save doesn't know we've completed the game.
Yeah, he's not on that one, so I'll just go with the Steam one. And...
Well, that's kind of silly. You can just...
Yeah.
There we are.
Okay.
Attend gym classes every day.
So I guess I got the regular ending or the full end or the true ending.
Wait, go back up. Again, you need both to unlock. Okay, gotcha. All right. So we are going with Bird. Let's see, track team.
Okay. Bird it is.
And we can continue going with Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed when during our break that somebody unfollowed from last time when we started playing Hot Boyfriend, and it's like, yeah, if you can't watch us date birds, we don't want you anyway. Mog said that the true ending, she thinks, needs you to complete every other ending first. Well, apparently it's like a lot of these birds have two different endings. That's what I meant. It's like good versus like a best ending or something like that. Okay, and she was right. Long distance, he just happened to win. No, you got guts. I know, obviously, most of these we've already seen. It's just picking other options.
Right.
It's like, obviously, we've seen...
Until later on when we kind of locked in.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all, folks. And yeah, exactly. So there's weird things where it's like, yeah, sometimes they have an ending for the entire game. And you have to get all the endings, including the two of them for... including the two for each bird that has two, But yeah, it's so weird how you go from things that are, they play the whole bird aspect straight, with, they only live for a couple of years and everything at that. And then you've got stuff like, yeah, a bird could beat a human in a foot race and drive scooters and stuff. It's like, what?
And then they're swimming and, right. Using brooms. Searching elsewhere for pudding.
Your quest, should you choose to accept it. Yep. Always be Jimin.
I don't think there's any reason to do this, but we might as well.
Right. Speaking of birds and everything, I found one of the biggest betrayals of my life. It's like one of those everything you know is wrong moments. But I was looking up. I googled for the stock eagle sound effect. Ben and I were doing something where we made that joke about how like it was like too American or something. Mm-hmm. So when he came back, from his room, I went ahead and played that, and we all had a good laugh over it. Did you know what the stock sound effect for like what people think is a bald eagle? It's a red-tailed hawk. Apparently, they just have a louder and like more dramatic screech. Everybody uses that when they have the picture of an eagle flying by. Yeah, apparently the real eagle, call is more of a, it's still okay, but it's kind of like how most of the time when you hear a lion roar, it's actually a tiger's roar dubbed in.
Oh yeah,
because they sound more impressive. He has the exact same thing. It's like, oh, how can you do this to me? At least now I know the truth,
Okosan never brings up the rear. I think he came in first, but I can't see from here. All right. And once again, we completely bombed the exam.
Inkback, have you seen how golden eagles hunt? No, I didn't see that. Let me say that if there's any of them left after the wind turbines are done with them.
Oh, this is new.
Ah.
We might have a diplomatic incident on our hands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Lorax knew about the eagle hawk thing, but not the lion tiger. Right. Yeah, it makes sense. Tigers are way cooler. Yeah. Yeah. Lions look majestic. That's about all they have going for them. I mean, and obviously they're still fierce enough to kill you. If you're not careful, but.
But he really does like pudding.
I object to that last one. All right, everybody, it's super effective.
You will apologize.
Wait a minute, all birds are all normal flying. Wing attack wouldn't be effective, so it wouldn't be super effective at all. It'd be regular effective, though.
It's not a mongrel. Sacrifice was in vain. What should we do?
Okay, well, quite obvious.
Side with
Yeah. Yep.
I'm guessing scolding them both might go for Ryota. Either that or it doesn't apply for anyone.
Right, either that or probably maybe for the teachers around.
It could be. Doesn't mean you can't start sorting. Aren't you supposed to be a human? Mongrel rebel? Huh. Giga drill beak!
You win.
Is a match for any aristocrat. Mighty giants themselves.
There's giants now.
Like a real gangsta pigeon.
Oh my god.
What?
The whitest bird of them all. Oh.
Well, that was the thing.
I will check that out later, Inkbig. You sent us a YouTube link.
What is the next one?
All right, we are going to the cafeteria, it looks like here.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
This time we support San.
Right. Yeah, we pick Let Him Go.
Rage voltage.
I do feel kind of bad when the two of us are using the same computer. We can't really pause and check out links and stuff like that people send us, at the time, because, obviously it would unfocus the window and delay us. After food. All right, see you later, Monk.
But fake pudding cannot be forgiven. What on earth? Sun in the forest and me and Tatara village are love pure. Wait, no.
Clearly a reference to something.
But who knows?
He makes a lot of highbrow references that
For a Wisdom 1 person
Right.
should not be making it. Poor Wisdom.
Yeah, if the fact that any bird can do a chin up is pretty impressive, and they don't have hands,
Right. Or really
or chins.
yeah.
If you hang him, the neck, the guy has no neck or no chin.
Oh, so that's San?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right, it's just a bunch of, scratch marks.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can see that. Okay, what do we wish?
It's in fact a bird.
Conquer the world by force.
Right.
And then...
Speak.
No, thank you.
Speaking of Iron Fist,
I was kind of hoping that you would help me. You would recite what I need to do, but
okay, I can start doing that.
because otherwise I have to crane over and find where I am.
Right.
So, no, thank you.
Next one will be Scold Him.
Okay.
But I've been playing Fallout 3, recently, and I tried to look up I tried to basically Google for, is the Iron Fist perk worth it? Because everybody gives you 5 points of unarmed damage, and it's like, and there's a pretty, in the Reed's discussion about, it's like, how it works with multipliers and, I guess enemies that don't have DR, and if they do, and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah.
All those damn tight clinging feathers are making my heart race.
Bird fancier.
It's never swum against a hominid. It's the fastest in all things.
Half expecting it to. Yeah, yeah. Once again, you've got realistic bird, and then you have shonen bird.
Right.
It is a species that knows no weakness or failure.
The track club.
Oh, this is the
And it was
means,
Scolded,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In blood and beans.
Okay.
Became friends through their
Rifle zone.
All right, so we're set up now for the rival mans.
We were talking about Dragon Age earlier.
Yeah.
See, that is one of the silliest things that I've seen. It's like, I get that you don't want the game to end, like, or for you to have trouble, like in Dragon Age 1, where you could end up with no mages, between, Morrigan leaving and Wynn either. You could, there's 2 or 3 different ways that she can, you can antagonize you and everything. So yeah, in Dragon Age 2, you can just be an absolute jerk to NPCs all the day long, and the game rewards you for it.
And yeah, it's like there is a difference between like the rival mans idea, where you basically, set yourself up as someone who basically forces people to be better,
right?
As opposed to being the friend and going along to get along, things like that.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of them where you're just a complete jerk the entire time,
right?
And apparently that's gives some of them the hots for you,
right?
Like, yeah, it just doesn't work. Then again, Dragon Age 2 had a lot of narrative problems like that.
Right. Isle.
Okay.
This is 724. Forget it. Forget it. Yep, skip lectures. Right.
Yahoo!
That entire subplot with Ryota trying to get a job, take care of his dying mother. Yeah, not your problem.
Okay, and invite San.
San, of course.
Carve it into your soul. That just sounds incredibly dodgy. Will you take Okosan to a wonderful place?
Yeah, I think with the whole thing, like, bring up the rear, too. I think he's double entendre bird.
Yeah. Excitement is almost at maximum. What's even pudding?
What is the pudding thing?
He just loves pudding, okay? Don't judge him.
Yeah.
Oh, first time we saw fireworks.
Yeah.
Return to his feral ancestry.
Okay, now I know this is going to sound weird, because we're in a game where you're playing a human trying to date birds.
Right.
But this is getting weird.
Yeah, we're all on board to this. That's just weird. And then what's the next one?
It is Return to the Glorious Abode.
Gotcha.
Yeah, of course, we picked the Conqueror to be a Conqueror again, so that's going to be the same one.
Of distant Macedonia.
Have fun.
Have fun storming the castle.
Empire Nation. Well, actually, apparently and you may want to make a save for the 9-3 choice, or you want to make it now because I don't think it'll let you save when the choice screening is actually up.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently that's the split between the good and true route. That's right there.
At 9-3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you might as well save now because there's nothing here on 9-1.
Okay.
And then we can just show off both of those real quick because apparently there's not much game between them.
Fair enough. Oh, yes.
Good idea.
Actually, I'll probably save on 9-3 because I don't think there's anything actually here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just thought that's a trip would let us. But if it does, then of course we'll see that. Oh, there we go.
Actually, the elective I should be able to do first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then I'll save after that. Volleyball.
Is it what it says? Aha.
Okay. Beautiful autumn day for all doves.
A glorious day in this man's
There we
army.
It's granted a vision in his dreams.
As opposed to vision.
Lord Pooty himself. His golden pudding steeds shining like the sun itself. So what's the...
Okay, so we'll guess we do normal route first.
Yeah, and the pudding is
It's
invincible.
invincible.
Which heals any injury. Incorrect. Nonsense. Inconceivable. Someone's no more of this.
Well. If you couldn't read a bird's mind, you're just kind of out of luck. Is this the same one? Oh!
Ah! This is kind of looking like something Tito would start a protest over. Real men in the nude. What?
But they're birds.
Yeah, they can't be in the nude. They have feathers. Oh, whatever. He's trying to court his own mate for
Huh.
That is actually true, I believe.
Well,
That some birds can't recognize themselves in a mirror.
Huh.
So, he's never tried to court me. Sort of like Narcissus. Yeah, kind of.
Oh dear.
He's never tried to court me. Well, you guessed wrong on the pudding lady. That's it. And
Oh, so he didn't actually bring steroids. Yeah, who
Right.
the advisor asked to.
and yeah, it is drink it.
Right.
Bring Okosan pudding or bring nothing at all.
So yeah, you drink it so he doesn't have to. Yeah.
That's not for humans.
This game is weird.
I know. Now, to continue the joke, we knew going into it, dating birds. I mean, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But though it's just getting weird, we don't know what's going on.
I think it's because of all of them that let's say Okosan is just so different from everybody else. I think it's playing this one just back to back from the more serious, story like Ryota's is just even more,
Right, it's
out
just, yeah. It's breaking my immersion, man.
Right.
But no, it is, it is kind of a problem with storytelling where if they're too different, then you kind of have that sharp jolt.
Right.
Where can he find pudding?
At the convenience store. You could probably find them either way, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of.
Are you sure that's right?
That's what it says. Huh. But yeah, it's like like I mentioned earlier, I was seeing the LP of the Tokimeki Memorial Games, and it's like the two routes the guy went with for the LP. It's like one of them was like the hard mode one with the girl everybody wants, and like one of your friends, and like you have to get out of the friend zone and stuff like that. And it's kind of cute, but it's a very traditional kind of story. And then the one they did after the goons voted on after that one was, I think Yuina was her name, in case a mad scientist wants to take over the world. And it's completely different, even though the game mechanics and stuff are the same. And yeah, so I'm kind of getting that vibe here. It's like, yeah, same game and everything, but it's just so different.
Right.
The Gumatai said you want the swollen hemp.
Which is weird. You would have expected the racing blend for him.
Right. Apparently this is optional. It doesn't matter much anyway. Yeah, I wonder who the racing one is for then.
I'm guessing Yuya, maybe?
Yeah, I'll take a look. Take a look for the next one we do. Well, I guess that worked. Imagine the kind of mess that lunch would be at a bird school. It's like everybody just like dumps it everywhere and like picking over it. And...
Yeah, that would basically be the equivalent of making it rain in a high school.
Right.
An angel of the pudding god.
But you didn't get the pudding right.
Lifelong trust with hemp.
Once again, out of context.
It's pretty cheap lifelong trust. Yeah.
All right, folks. I know lots of people like doing this stuff on the online the gaming communities and everything. Have you ever made a true friend over hemp? I won't judge. Won't report you. I'm just curious. Huh. Okay. Well, hey, GEDs are good enough, right?
Ouch! Wow. Seek the true pudding.
Oh, we got a little bit of a frame drop there. A very small amount, but...
There we go. Now it's back.
Yeah, if it keeps up...
Miracles in jiggling corporeal form. Treasure shining with the 7 colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, it's like out of nowhere it just did a little bit, so...
If it's wobbling flesh will never experience sadness again.
Oh, yeah, and Sway could back me up on this one. Rainbow Pudding, the Final Fantasy IV in Final Fantasy IV DS. Oh my gosh. That's what this reminds me of. Yeah, those of you who haven't played the...
Wow, what'll I do?
212, go with them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't played the DS or the Matrix Software remake of Final Fantasy IV, I guess it kind of fitting to talk about something completely different over the top of this.
Right. Well, it's already over the top,
yeah,
so you might as well.
And how it works is there's this quest that they changed the naming way. The guy changes your name, because of course you can't do that anymore now that it's voice acted. So he has no purpose, and they kind of play with that. And the great quest begins. And so he has different things, and like gets different jobs, and changes his name and everything. And one of them is like he becomes pudding way. Like you have to find him different kinds of pudding. And most of them you find normally, but one of them, the rainbow pudding, you have to farm from the flan enemies. There's no other way around it. It's a rare drop too. So you have to basically... Huh. Is there a secret, dark and mysterious, backstory here?
Going on? Maybe.
Let's get the true ending. Yeah. The only difference is that you choose At Last He Returns instead of the pudding is invincible. Clang. Or it could crash.
Okay. Technical difficulties. Let's try that again. Don't worry, folks. None of you saw anything like that. Okay. Play, windowed, devolver, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let me make sure that it actually works.
Right.
Of course, I now have to wonder, it's like, are these people going to make any other game? And if so, are they going to keep the same title?
Right.
Because they've kind of written themselves into a corner here.
Yeah, I was worried you probably couldn't save it there.
But it wasn't at a dialogue choice, is the thing. So now I'm...
Well, we hear the music playing though, right?
Yeah, but I can't choose anything.
Can you hit escape and go back to the menu?
No.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the thing that... Lorax Audio is telling, no! Uh-huh. Welp. That did not work as I expected it to.
Yeah. Let me take a quick look here.
Save won't load.
The save, see it's frozen. Saving when there's no bird on the screen saves properly. I'll start a new game, then load the save game.
Okay. That's what I've got to do, and that's what I've got to do. Isaac is still booming. We'll be fixing this in just a little bit.
Apparently this is a well-known bug they've never bothered addressing.
Okay. So we start a new game and then load the old one.
Yeah.
Okay. That is just really weird, and I'm not sure.
Most of what people say to only save when you're not doing an important choice, not because you can't do it, but because it glitches out if you do.
Right. There we go.
Yeah, sure enough, yeah.
All right, PC, window capture. And hopefully it still looks correct to everybody.
Right. Good grief. Okay. Isn't it weird how computers are like this?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how restarting is a miracle cure for everything. It's like usually it's because of the gradual like memory, corruption or RAM or something. Well, RAM isn't what I meant. Like, the space allocation corruption or something. And you just have to restart it. But yeah, so it's just weird sometimes how little things like that. Like in this case, I'm guessing it's some scripting error. Like from from loading the game from the main menu versus loading it, in game. Okay. All right. Next one is drink it at 10:19. So for now, we're just going to be, is that a fast forward in the top right there? Is that something different?
So it is. Aha! Whee!
So be careful when you click it back off, but
it'll stop at the next dialogue choice.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. So the rest of you were noticing that, like, suggesting that we skip through stuff to get to the new events. I'm probably wondering why we're doing it one screen at a time instead of clicking that. I mean, this was sitting there the whole time. Yeah, and obviously you drink it yourself. And apparently the rest of the choices are exactly the same.
And on we go.
Yep. Now we'll start keeping an eye from when the changes pop up because
in a convenience store.
Because they might start
weird.
They might start changing them that we picked up the different previous option.
I'm pretty sure that this at least isn't going to change.
Right. Fair to the cause. No.
Yeah, apparently that's what we're supposed to do. So yeah okay.
I mean, you got the proper ending last time.
Mog, we are actually going through this to get Okosan's true ending.
Yes. Yeah, we got the normal ending last time, which we loaded to try to get the true ending this time. Next choice is the swollen hemp. We need a lot more hemp before we're through.
For St. Legumes.
Yes, he is a two-ending bird.
Swollen hemp.
Mm-hmm. The legumentides. So when clementine gets a lot of protein. So that's all the same. Yeah, I'm guessing the only difference is going to be
at the very end.
Yeah. What was the normal ending? He had all of the stuff bundled up to go on a journey. That you probably skipped what should have been different.
No, there was nothing different in there. I could tell.
Okay, but yeah, he bundles all of his stuff to go on a journey, and you go with him.
Because there was the thing about the 7 colors of the rainbow and things like that.
And the rainbow pudding, yeah.
Like
okay, this is different now. Yeah.
Not the impediment. You'll take me with you for its feather and flock together. Catch the end of the rainbow.
So this is the only difference.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ruins of pudding.
I don't want to out myself as one of the people who actually liked Lafina back in the day. But I did. I'll cop to it, and I kind of feel the same way now that I did then when they go to this long lost Pacific island which is like the
Oh,
the ruins of the great turtle civilization, and yeah, it's kind of what I feel too. It's like suddenly
you can't see me falling to my knees and worshiping Okosan. Hosanna! Hosanna! Okosan was but my avatar. You can't see him dancing in a ring of fire with the mudras formed for his feathers as he dances upon the demon of ignorance, but here he is. Bring about a world of pudding. All is pudding! Pudding is hope. I just imagine him staring at it. Pudding is hope. The very concept of pudding.
This game is weird.
That's not new to me. I've become the platonic ideal of pudding.
Mom, this is his true form.
If you can fulfill the concept of pudding, I shall be satisfied. I shall not live or die. He shall eternally be pudding.
You're right.
There shall be no regret. All tears shall be wiped from their eyes, and pudding shall be...
This game is weird.
And so the world was engulfed in pudding. Every living being carries puddingness. There's the true ending. Everything ends in pudding. Fool, pigeon pie is savory, not sweet.
Not in a Okosan universe.
I don't know about you. I think Jello's gonna sue somebody over this.
So, who saw that one coming?
Woo! Fools, this is my truth. It's okay, we have a limit break. We can stop Lord Booty. I think there is a law. A free Otome game needs at least one storyline that is ridiculously stupid like this.
Right.
Like the one I mentioned earlier, Uta no Prince-sama.
Okay.
Everybody else, I mean, it's a game. You're a songwriter. You're trying to hook up with one of the beautiful idols.
Sure, yeah.
And, you know, all of them give you a hard time. But there's a special secret one.
Okay.
That Mog might actually appreciate. He actually hides as a cat and only reveals his true form later on. But when you go into his storyline, apparently, like, the principal summons Satan, and you have to help this guy stop him. And it is hilariously over the top like that.
So,
oh, those little Japanese puddings are custard-based, a bit like cream caramels.
fair enough.
Well, that is important to know, because now there's a little bit of custard in our hearts. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was Huddleful Boyfriend.
He's even making the Sunbro icon. It's like, now, erase your feathers to praise the pudding. Let's see what we unlock. Was bombarded by human extremists. The Earth Crawlers Extremist Organization.
Huh. Right.
I don't think that's important when everybody is now pudding.
Yeah, I gaze upon your god.
Gaze upon my form and despair! I died for your pudding. Oh, this is...
So,
there's your pudding.
Yeah. So we'll be the poll ends on Monday.
You can't just follow up that. You're putting God as manifested, and you want to talk about polls?
We'll be playing something different on Tuesday.